I need to get a new like foam holder thingy, because it's like, this one's broken. Anyway, hi, hello. Hi everybody. So as you can see, I wanted to do a video on Diamine Writer's Blood versus Van Dieman's Vampire Bat. So, yeah. Before I do that, though, I had a couple of requests for swatch comparisons to some of the Van Dieman's inks. Somebody wanted to see what Momiji looks like next to Dawn. So I have those. My cards are a little... Oh, I've been waiting for my ink flight, and I think it's here. Yeah, so this is definitely a little more red. This is showing up a little more orange. Zoom out again. They're different. Still have like that sheeny haze, but even the base color, like it's more pink than Momiji is, which is a little more red. So there's those two. And then also how Dusk compared to Colorverse Antimatter, which I have here. And then I also brought up Matter just so you could see like how it differs compared to the two grays, since Antimatter and Matter are a set. So there's those. And then I found a couple more like reds. So we have Vampire Bat and we have Writer's Blood. But Ms. Turtle wanted to see what it looks like next to Lavender Shiraz, which is definitely more of like a pink sort of color, like a magenta. And then I have Sweet Potato Purple, which is also different. My camera is like, oh, I hate this. Okay, so definitely more of a, it's a different kind of base color, and there's more sheen on it. And then I also saw Colorverse Dirty Red, which is probably one of my favorite reds. This definitely leans more red than these two do. But yeah, so in order to compare, I thought instead of like grabbing a bunch of different pens, I'd compare TWSBI mediums to TWSBI mediums, because I have a lot of TWSBI Ecos, I have a lot of TWSBIs, I have a lot of medium nibs, and I knew that it'd be easier to see them in the same nib size. So yeah, so we're going to compare Writer's Blood to Vampire Bat, because I wanted to see what they're like. And I have this Hobonichi here that I haven't touched since the beginning of the year. Basically, I use this for 30 inks 30 days, but that's only 4 months out of the year, so I have lots of empty pages to play with. So we're going to go ahead and play with one. I figure what I'll do is I have some automatic pens here. So I'll do like an automatic pen swatch, and then I'll do like a little writing sample, and we can see like how they compare on paper. So I'm going to actually tilt this so it's a little more comfortable for me. And then also reframe the video so it's not so weird for you. I go ahead and do Writer's Blood first, because that's the one that I grabbed. It's the one a lot of people have and already know. So here we have Writer's Blood. Plus, if I do this now, we'll get to see them dry at the end, hopefully. And then we have Vampire Bat. But yeah, so this is Diamine. This is a very, very, very wet ink. Mostly what I want to see is how it writes out of a pen, because in my experience with swatching it, it seemed like while the colors were similar, this was not as wet of an application as Writer's Blood was. Okay, we'll do that. And then I'll do another writing sample of this one, and then we'll do some quick brown fox, or some squiggles. And this is they're both like a pretty wet ink out of the pen. They're both flow really nicely out of the pen. But this one seems like it's kind of out of control gushing. Like you can see, at least I think you can see, I can tell, like my writing looks a little more sloppy with the writer's blood, which is a reason I don't use it that often because it's so wet and so flowy. Like I think I would need to use this in an extra fine nib in order to get any like enjoyment out of it, because every time I've written with it in a broad nib, this is now in a medium nib. I think I would need a fine or extra fine to get to really enjoy this because it's just such a wet pen. Okay, so we'll do, I mean such a wet ink, not a wet pen. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and there's kind of this line here, so I'm going to do Van Dieman's on this side. So that's how that looks. Then I'll do it's so wet. I don't know, does this tell us anything? Actually, I have some Cosmo Air Light paper here too. Let's go ahead and try writing sample on that. That way we can let the swatches dry a little longer. It's a quick video. I don't want it to be too long. Do I have like a blank page? We'll just do a little tiny writing sample on the Cosmo Air Light. Okay. Sorry for the shadows. Okay. Look, it just gushes out of the pen. This is this feels like a more controlled experience. This really just feels like it could just flow out of the pen just on its own. I actually prefer writing with Vampire Bat than I do Writer's Blood. I'm gonna have to get Writer's Blood into some finer nib. Look how broad that looks. Is it bleeding? It's hard to see because we have these swatches here, but let me zoom out. We are getting some bleed through of that Writer's Blood. It's trying to seep through. Not so much on the Van Diemans though. Some show through a little bit, I guess, because of the lighting. But right here, the transparent red, not too much, but right here where we first start, definitely seeing some. The Vampire Bat seems to have a lot more sheen. I feel like the color isn't showing up as good on here as it could be, but yeah, it's just, Writer's Blood is just very, very wet. It's a beautiful color, but it's just very, very wet, like uncomfortable to write with. So in the swatch here, not sure if you can tell, but it's definitely more red. I feel like I need to get a lamp. One moment. Haha, this may be better. This may be better. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this lamp here because Pearl has chewed this cord, so I don't know how much longer this cord's going to last. But hopefully this makes it so you can see the colors a little better. You see the swatch looks a little more purple. We have Writer's Blood and Vampire Bat. Hopefully the color on Vampire, like you can see, Vampire Bat looks a little more red. Writer's Blood a little more purple. They're both very, very dark. Oh, here's our quick brown fox. Here's some scribbles and our little swatches. And here we go with our... They both have that sort of green sheen. It's different though. Diamine, the Writer's Blood, has it more of a halo around the letters, and Van Dieman's is more sheen on the letters. I'm hoping that translates. But Writer's Blood seems to like bleed into the paper. Now we have a little bit on the V right here, but the D and Diamine, the TWSBI, the blood over here, it soaks in. Let's see if we have any bleed on this side. Now we do obviously with the swatches. The writing not so much. There's a few spots where it sort of goes through, but yeah. This definitely looks more like dried blood red sort of color. But this is a real pretty burgundy. I haven't found a pen that I like it in yet, though, to be honest. It's too flowy. So I need to try it in some smaller nibs, I think. Just for my own personal experimentation to find out. I love the color. I just don't like how it flows on the pen. It's too wet. And I love wet inks and I love wet nibs, but this is almost too much for me. This is too much for me. I'm not going to say almost. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this quick little comparison of Writer's Blood and Vampire Bat. I'm going to go ahead and show the swatches again real fast since I have better lighting now. Here we have Dawn and Momiji. Dawn looks a little more orange, but it's definitely like a pink with like a really like sort of opaque sheen. And then we have here we have Dusk. Sorry if it looks a little, I feel like it looks a little washed out. And then Antimatter and Matter. This seems a little more blue than purple over here, but there we go. And then the reds that I found. Here's Writer's Blood and Vampire Bat. And then we have a Sweet Potato Purple, Lavender, which Ms. Turtle was asking about. And then Dirty Red, which is probably my personal favorite out of the three. Yeah, again, I think this lamp is washing it out. Let's see if I can mess with that at all. I don't like the yellow light. Maybe like this? Is that a little better? But yeah, anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you again very soon Actually, I'll see you with an ink flight probably before you see this video. I'll probably put this video up tomorrow. I have to go check my mail now and go get my ink flight. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again very soon. Take care. Love you. Bye.